Hello. Welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank. I wanted, well, first of all, I'm talking to myself. I wanted to talk about G-I-DLE's bullying scandal a little bit more. As you know, that's this K-pop related. G-I-DLE is a six-member girl group from Cube Entertainment. And two of the members were accused of bullying back when they were in middle school. One of the accusations was completely just made up because the woman or the member of G-I-DLE that was accused was like homeschooled. So you can't like bully someone at school when you're at home. So it was completely fake. But and that was So Young was blamed for that. And then the other member, Sojin, I love Korean names. Jesus Christ, they sound so unnatural to an American. Soyeon and Sojin. Anyway, so now when I first heard of the bullying allegations from middle school of Sojin, I well, okay, first of all, I didn't care, but I'm gonna type up Sojin's age because I need to know how old she is. Okay, she's 22 years old. The other day I said she was like 20 to 24. I was just guessing. But okay, so she's 22 years old. The bullying allegations were from back when she was in middle school, like 14 years old. That's the I believe that is the correct age where the accuser said how old they were. So anyway, the accuser said that Sojin made like the person accusing Sojin of bullying is speaking up for her sister. So supposedly Sojin made the accuser's sister and another girl go to the bathroom, and Sojin made them slap each other. Okay. I don't know how this is possible because it's Sojin, just as one person, made two other people go to the bathroom with her and made them both hit each other. In that situation, if it's two against one, can't you both just go, no, we're not gonna hit each other? I don't know, like I just don't believe that. I just don't. I can't picture. I can't picture anyone. And maybe if Sojin was like, you know, 6 feet tall and weighed 200 pounds as a 14-year-old, and the other two girls were only like 5 feet tall, like hit each other. I just can't picture that. It just seems so ridiculous. But maybe it's a culture thing. Maybe in Korea, maybe that's what school bullies do. They drag two people to the bathroom and make them fight. I guess. I mean, I don't. I just. I literally have tried to picture it in my mind, and anything short of like a really bad porn, no, I cannot picture it. It just makes no sense. Like logically, that would never happen. I cannot picture one middle school girl forcing two other middle school girls to hit each other, and the other two girls not being smart enough to realize, well, it's two of us, it's one of her. She can't make it just makes no sense. Okay. The person accusing her of bullying also said that she drank a lot of alcohol. Like she would reek of alcohol when she would come to school. Um, that I don't believe because if you're a kid, if you're in middle school and you're drunk and supposedly you reek of alcohol, so you're telling me no one told the teacher, because it's fucking. There's always some tattletale in school, and there's always someone who's going to be uh, concerned. So supposedly it happened a lot. Like she would be drunk at school. So all those times drunk at school, not one teacher noticed anything. I mean, once again, if this was the American public school system, then all these stories I would totally believe. But I don't believe that this would fly when you know like schools are better in Korea than over in America. So there's just certain things that you just can't get away with. Okay, one of them is being drunk at school, and the accuser said like she looked drunk, like it was she smelled drunk. She sometimes couldn't talk because she was drunk, just like a drunk person. I just can't picture a 14-year-old being drunk at school and there being no like repercussions for this, and like no one else has like corroborated that story. Like if you're 14 and your classmate is drunk, you remember that, and then other people would have come out and said something. Okay. She was also accused of hanging out with older boys, and they would come pick her up on a motorcycle and they would go off. So so she's being accused of being a 14-year-old who would drag two people to the bath, or I don't know, drag, but make these two other people come to the bathroom with her, make them hit each other. She would come to school drunk, reeked of alcohol, and then would leave school, hop on the back of a motorcycle with some older boys and go off and speed off. That sounds like an anime. That sounds like an anime. And the media ran with this story. They printed this story like it was facts. Okay. Yes, I have to repeat it because it's so fucking stupid. So the typical school day for Sojin, the whatever main dancer of G-Idle, the or whatever, I don't know the position. What is she like? She's the best dancer. She is the she is the main dancer of G-Idle. Okay. So basically, the main dancer of G-Idle, when she was in middle school, her average day was dragging two girls to the bathroom, having them slap each other as she's drunk, then leaving school, hopping on the back of a motorcycle of some older boy, speeding off to go smoke cigarettes. According to the person who accused her, that was her average day, and all these news media outlets printed that with no evidence to back it, no evidence whatsoever. It's just just some random person said this, and they just ran with the story. Are you kidding me? So this 14-year-old drunk girl would bully people, then hop on the back of a motorcycle. I mean, come on, really? And not one other person uh, has confirmed this. Not one other person has said, yeah, she was drunk at school all the time. Because according to the accuser, it was more than one occasion. Okay, so if this is multiple occasions of being drunk at school, um, going off on a motorcycle with older boys, I mean it some like at least one other person would have been like, yep, that's true. Not one other person, but yet how many news outlets ran this story? And what happens when people read something off the internet? They think it's true. There's no proof to back any of this, but it's too late now. Just because they had to run that story, it's made the rumor true. Now, as updated as we can be, Sojin came out and did make a statement denying any physical altercations. The only altercation she had with the accuser was she got into an argument with her over the phone. That's it. That's it. One time. Because she said, I forgot I'm going to paraphrase. The girl made a promise to her and broke the promise. So she called her on the phone and they had an argument. That's not bullying. Just letting you know. Having an argument is not bullying. Okay. Also, the being drunk at school. Of course, she said she's never been drunk at school when she was in middle school. But how you prove that? That's just a he said, she said. But so she said, no, I've never been drunk at school. She also said she's never been on the back of a motorcycle. So I guess she wasn't going off with older boys on a motorcycle. And then she said she tried cigarettes 3 or 4 times because she wanted to know what cigarettes were like. Okay, I guess that part's true. But once again, there's nothing wrong with that. Lots of kids try cigarettes when they're that age because they're curious. But yet, her social image, I'm sorry, her public image has been ruined because she smoked cigarettes, basically. Because that's the only thing that was true in all the statements. She smoked cigarettes 3 or 4 times. Yeah, but is that worth all this? It's when is the media gonna learn? Well, I'm sure they already know that they are the problem. So now you've ruined someone's career because people are never gonna stop harassing this person. I mean, Sojin. People are never gonna stop harassing her. And even though, once again, I don't know how you prove this stuff, but so far there hasn't been anyone else collaborating these stories. So if it's just this one person, once again, it's just her word versus her word, you know. But anyway, what I guess they have to, what, are they gonna go to court over a high school bullying scandal? I mean, there's just nothing you can do. And then if there's no proof, why are you posting it? I don't know, it just blows my mind. So anyway, she is taking a break from G-I-DLE's activities. So now G-I-DLE is a 5-member group. The record label, the company, Cube Entertainment, said she's going to take a break, and it could be, a couple of days, it could be a couple of months. That was a time frame they gave. Could be a couple of days, could be a couple of months. It's just as much time as she needs. It's going to be a couple of months. Because it ruined her image. She lost sponsorships. Like she was damaged financially, pretty much. And the thing is, idols make most of their money. Only a few make money from album sales, but they make most of their money from side jobs, like acting or being a spokesman for something, or doing commercials. So she lost her makeup contract. That was her. Trust me, she was making more money for being a model for a makeup company than actually being in G-I-DLE. But it is what it is. And then the record label is pissed because these idols make lots of money for them. And it all this affects a lot of people's income. And I'm not talking about the big boss that works with the company, but like there's several different people that work for Cube Entertainment, and then there's several different handlers for G Idol. Like it affects everyone. So it's like a trickle down thing. And then like in now all the members of G Idol, they're like associated with Sojin now. So it's like, oh well, maybe they knew about it and like they're okay with like being in a group with a bully. Like maybe I'm not gonna like them anymore. Like it just affects everyone. So I just want to thank the person for being an idiot. And what probably really happened, I bet you like sometime in middle school, she's probably just pissed because like some guy that liked her like Sojin instead. Like it was probably over something trivial, and the person's like, well, she's famous now. I'm just gonna like be petty. But anyway, the whole point of me recording this was just to say I don't think she's coming back to G Idol. Like I bet you it's gonna be a really long hiatus, like a couple of months, okay? And then I bet you Sojin's gonna try to come back, and I bet you all the internet trolls and all the whatever news media outlets are gonna drum the story back up again, and it's gonna make her quit. That's my prediction. Unless 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 Cube Entertainment takes a hard stance on this. If that happens, and the problem is I don't think that's gonna happen, but if that happens, she'll stay. But I mean, like they have to like sue the people for doing all the negative comments. If the record label is that committed, she'll stay. But if the record label doesn't show support like that, she she's gonna quit. Anyway, have a good one.